Hi everyone, it's Hannah. So today we're doing something a little different. You just get me. Fran and Donna were not able to be here today, but I am very excited. I see a lot of people coming in. Hello. We've got Wisconsin and Kansas. You guys from everywhere. Hello. Hi Robin from Georgia. Nancy, hi, welcome. Thank you for being a member. We so appreciate it. It's wonderful to have you here. And then we've got Peggy. Hi, Peggy. You know, Peggy, my aunt's name is Peggy as well. So, you know, it's like we're related. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Lena. And then, oh, we have another member. We've got Marcia from Wisconsin, which is awesome. And then we've got a lot of other people coming in. Oh, we've got Bonnie. It looks like she's a member too. Oh, we have all the way from Ireland. Wow. What time is it in Ireland right now? I'm not good at the whole time zone differences and looking at that. Oh, Bonnie is new to the membership. That's awesome. Welcome, Bonnie. So excited to have you. And we've got Florida, Alaska. Hi. Wow, you guys are from all over. That's awesome. What's the weather been like for y'all? Today it rained so much, and we had tornado warnings and all sorts of things. We're all fine. Nothing actually came near us, but it was storming there for a minute. Sandra, she's a member. Thank you. 6 months. Awesome. And then we've got all from all over. It's 10 p.m. here. Okay, 10 p.m. That's not too bad. That's not too late. That's pretty good timing. Yeah. Oh, we've got a lot of other people had rain too. Karen, rainy, Beth, rain. Yeah. I kind of like the rain. I also think it's a really nice time to sew. What do you guys think? I know it always makes me a little bit worried because I don't want, to have a power surge and hurt my machine, but there's something so pleasant about having that rain sound while you're sewing. I love it. I take the risk. And then Jean, thank you so much, Jean, for being a member. Rain and cool in Oklahoma. And we've got a lot of rain happening all over. Just windy and cloudy. Well, Bonnie, I hope it doesn't get rainy if that's not, if you're not looking forward to rain. But windy and cool and cloudy is pretty nice too. Awesome. So excited all of you guys are coming in. Thank you for joining and hanging out with me. Fran and Donna are not here, but we do have a video that they filmed to share with you about something very special. So we'll chat a little bit and then we'll show that in a little bit so more people can come on in. Oh, Sunita, this is your first time in a live. Hi, welcome, thank you. We're so glad to have you. Lives are a lot of fun. I like getting to talk to all of you and find out what's going on in your life, what you're doing. Mimi, thank you for being a member. It's awesome. 70s and sunny in central Iowa. Oh, that sounds like great weather, honestly. I feel like the 70s are a good temperature to stay in. Not too hot, not too cold. I'm a pretty temperate person. I don't like it when it gets too cold, and I don't like it when it gets too hot. Don't know why I'm living in Texas, because it's always too hot. Hi, Gwen. Cloudy but no rain. All right. Oh, it's your first time in a live too. Oh, how awesome. And you're a member. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. So do you guys have any projects you're working on right now? Beth, your first live as well? Oh, Margarita Diva, love your name. Explain the membership. So the membership is an additional thing we do on YouTube. It is something you pay a monthly fee for, and there are 3 different tiers which have different levels of benefits and things like that. And if you go to next to the subscribe button, there is a join button. And if you click on that, a little video pops up explaining all of our different tiers and what the price points are and all of that kind of stuff. So it's just an extra thing you can do. You do not have to be a member to watch our Tuesday and Thursday videos. Those you can just come onto YouTube and watch. But the membership is just a way for us to be able to give extra stuff, behind the scenes, extra lives, a free pattern, stuff like that. Some just extra bonuses. So that's what that is. Maureen, afternoon from Chicago. Oh, Chicago. You know, that's actually where Fran is right now. And then we've got a bunch of members. Awesome, Magic Lady, a member for 5 months. Woohoo! That's so cool. Ooh, Mimi, I'm trying the mystery bag. Ooh, Mimi, awesome. Emily, yay! Oh, thank you. Joined Friendship Stars. Yay! Oh, that's so cool. Peggy, first time live, made a 3-yard quilt, but now I have to find out which one it was. I understand, actually. It kind of, you get so into it and you kind of forget by the time you get to it, at the end of it, you're like, I don't even remember which one that was. Shelly, newly retired, so many projects ongoing, and my first time joining a live from the very beginning. Ooh, how exciting. We're so glad you're here. And then Maureen McCullen, do tell, LOL. I don't remember what I said. I don't even listen to myself. Do tell. Let me know, Maureen. What do you want me to tell you? And I will. Sorry, ladies. I got to take a sip of water. Or gentlemen. There might be some gentlemen in the chat too. I'm all dry from talking. Pastry Farm, Queen's Farm Adventures. Hello, all. I'm the Fabric Café world. Stopped in to say hi to everyone. Hi. We're so glad you're here. My first live. We've got a lot of first lives today. That's pretty cool. Janet, this is also her first live. Oh, tell about Chicago. I got you, Maureen. Okay. So Fran is in Chicago because she's doing a quilt show. It's like a wholesale show for different shops to meet and work and have a little booth and things like that. So that's where she is right now. So she and a bunch of our quilts are up there right now. So that's why she couldn't be here today. Do you have any suggestions on how to make a wall hanging from 2 gradient fabrics? 2 gradient fabrics. That's a good question. Something with strips might be kind of interesting, like maybe the Simply Strips pattern, because you would have a lot of movement within your pattern with those different fabrics, or with those 2 fabrics and all of the different colors you'd get. So that would be pretty fun. I think that might be a good idea. Working on Elation, and this is your first live too. That is awesome. And you're a member too. Welcome, welcome. I'm actually going to be working on Elation pretty soon too. So how is it going for you? Are you enjoying it? Give me some tips before I start it. You know, I like hearing things from you, all of you. Hee hee. Da da. Working on some UFOs. Same. Right now I'm working on Ode to National Parks. Ooh, almost done with the sashing. That's awesome. What pattern are you using? Or are you using like something with big blocks and stuff? That's pretty neat. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Now, someone, I think it was Mimi maybe, said that she was working on a scrap quilt challenge. And I want to ask you guys some questions about that. So we recently did a scrap bag quilt challenge, where Fran and I got mystery scrap bags, and we had to make quilts from them. Now, there were 3 bag options we could pull, and we each got one, and many of you asked what was in the 3rd bag. So we thought, we took a picture of what was in the 3rd one, so we thought we could share it here, and you guys could see what it was. So it had 6 different fabrics. This is not 6. I don't know why I counted on my finger like that. That's not 6. Yeah, 6 different fabrics. And this one, it has like this green kind of like almost chain link print on it, and a little turquoise cross X on a white, And then just a nice plain textural teal, which is awesome. And then I think my favorite one in this bundle was this circular print that had like purples and greens and blues and things all in like kind of dashes and little circles. And that's kind of like on a creamy white. Then we have a cream with some gold speckles, and then a teal with a bunch of movement, kind of like fleur-de-lis kind of things almost, and fancy swirls. Makes me feel, it feels very aquatic to me, I think, which I really like. And I think this one, honestly, is just a beautiful kit. I think you could put it together in almost anything and it would be perfect. So I'm kind of glad we ended up with the ones we got, because they both had a little, you know, little wild card in each one, and I think that made the challenge more exciting, more of a challenge, which I had a lot of fun doing. I really like making scrap quilts and trying to figure out how they work. And what kind of pattern do you think you guys would put that one in? I'm curious to hear y'all's feedback on what you think. I think it would look really nice in something where the creams and the light colors could be separated maybe, and the others could be focuses framed by the teal perhaps. Hello from Rhode Island. Ooh, getting ready to start the happy-go-lucky pattern. Yes, that's a great pattern. I haven't made that one yet, but it's kind of up at the top that I think it would be really fun. Very excited. First live, so many first lives, ooh. Oh, someone asked what book Elation was in. And that one is in Stash Busting with 3-Yard Quilts. So that's a great book, that's really fun. You can use different charm packs, pre-cuts, pre-cuts? I don't remember what they're called right in this moment. But you can use layer cakes, charm packs, things like that, and they're really awesome. Emily, loved the quilts you did from the scrap bags. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun doing that one. I liked that challenge. What did you guys think of that challenge? Would you like to see more? Savage Amanda says Scrappy Challenge was great. Awesome. Ooh, Rose, you finished a 5-yard for yourself? Oh, that's so fun. In rainbow colors. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Which 5-yard did you do? Oh, you did Wondrous. It's right there. You told me. That, I'm sure that looked gorgeous. Using a lot of bright colors in your quilt, Marcia. That's awesome. Can I make a suggestion for future writing patterns? Can you add which side to press to the seams nest? So we don't add that because we choose to press our seams open, so it doesn't matter which way you press your seams. And that's why that's not added into the pattern. I know that's a total personal thing. Everyone presses, you know, whatever is your preference, but we tend to press open. Anita is working on Heritage. That is a very cool pattern. I really like Heritage. I made one block from it for a little sampler quilt I'm working on slowly, and it made me kind of want to do the whole quilt. I thought the block turned out really neat, which I really liked. Purple Magic loved the challenge. Shows how the patterns can be used for anything. Yeah, exactly. 3-yard quilts are really nice that you can, it's a really good jumping off point for you to tweak it and change it and do whatever you want. It gives a really solid base where you can be super creative. Wilda, yay, thank you for being here from Florida. Awesome, awesome. Very excited. More challenges. What kind of challenges? So I've been trying to think about what would be some fun quilt challenges for us to tackle. So what kind of challenges would you like to see, you know? Hi, Mindy. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Yes, more challenges, please. Different types of challenges. Let me know. Give me some challenge ideas, because I do enjoy doing them. Oh, future patterns. It would be great if you coded the patterns to let us know if the pattern is directional friendly. Well, Linda, I think that's a good time to segue into the announcement that Donna and Fran have for us, but also keep percolating on that challenge idea. I want to come back to that. I want to see your ideas. But we have a great video that Donna and Fran have for you. So let's check that out, and then we can expound a little bit on your question or your comment, Linda.
Hi everyone, it's Donna and Fran. We are so sorry we couldn't be there for the live today, but we just had to pop in and share how excited we are for our new book, Big Block 3-Yard Quilts. This book has 8 fantastic new designs with big blocks that range from 9 to 13 inches. So you're going to be able to really show off that beautiful fabric that you can't bear to cut up. Plus, since the blocks are so big, it makes all of the other piecing really fast and easy. We still have the enlargements that you love. Plus, we have added a fun little treat in the cutting instructions. We have noted whether a fabric position can use directional fabric. Next to the fabric position, it will have a little note that says directional friendly. That's going to make picking a pattern for your fabric so simple. This book releases next week on Tuesday, May 13th. This was a really fun book to design, and we can't wait for you to see the brand new quilts. Happy quilting!
All right, we're back. So they couldn't be here, but they wanted to at least share in the excitement of our brand new book. So our brand new book, Big Block 3-Yard Quilts. So before I talk about the quilts, that you can see one behind me, I want to answer Linda's or respond to Linda's comment. We have introduced a new thing in this book where if a fabric position is directional friendly, it will note it by the fabric in the instructions. So when you're looking down your cutting instructions, it's got a little parenthesis that says directional friendly, and that means you can use it. So something really new and fun that we've added to this book. I think it's a really great addition to the book, and it will make picking your fabric so much easier because, you know, you can look at the pattern and kind of figure it out as you go, but this makes it so much easier. You don't have to think about it. It's just like there. So we know you guys have been interested in that, and that was part of the reason we added it to this book, which is awesome. The quilt behind me is one of our new patterns from this book. It is called Charisma, and it might be one of my favorites from the book because I really like this diagonal stripe that we've got going on. And this quilt is actually something that Fran made in a video, which you will be able to see. So be sure to subscribe and you will get to see Fran make this quilt. It goes together a lot faster than you might expect because of the diagonal makes it look a little deceptively difficult, but it's actually remarkably easy. So definitely make sure you subscribe so you can tune in and watch that. We also have in the book, it's made in Christmas fabrics, so you can see that it's a little bit different. We have a beautiful picture of Fran with the quilt, and I love it in Christmas fabrics because I love that diagonal. It kind of looks like a Christmas, like a candy cane, which I think is super cute, but very, very versatile. I think that looks super fun. I love, you can see the big blocks are framed in your number 2 and your number 3. So you not only have the diagonal design, but you also, it kind of like lifts off the quilts. Apparently I can't talk this much without coughing. My apologies, everyone. And my water bottle is really loud too. I should have picked a different water bottle. And then you can see we have next to each other, we have the one from the book and the one on the wall behind me. And the reason that the one from the book is not on the wall is because it is in Chicago with Fran. But I love all the blue and the purple on that one, and I love how different the two of them look. You know, someone mentioned earlier that 3-yard quilts can be used for anything, and I think this is a great example of how different you can make a pattern look just by changing your fabrics. So very excited about this new book. It will drop on Tuesday. So make sure that you go and tune into the video and you can see all 8 new patterns in this book. Linda says there are a lot of patterns that you do over and over. How about some of the patterns that were shown when they were first made, and not a, how about some of the patterns that were shown when they were first made and not again? Got it. Variety. For a challenge, have your boyfriend/husband's partners pick the fabrics for you. That would be interesting. Anita, she says I should create/design patterns. I have had ideas, to be honest, but I'm not good at the math at all. So maybe someday I'll try my hand at some of the funny little ideas I have. Because also a lot of the ideas I have are not super easy, maybe? I don't know. I really want to try to figure out how to make a gnome block. Just for grins and giggles, I think it'd be fun and cute. But I don't know if that one's ever going to happen, so pipe dream. Some other challenge ideas. Ugly fabric challenges for what you don't when you don't know what to do with fabric. Yep, Had those, yes. Everyone wants more challenges, yes. Patty is finishing up her 3rd Sew Fast quilt. Wow, that's awesome. You're just cranking them out. That's awesome. Working on hopscotch. Ooh. Maureen can't wait for the new book. Yes, it's awesome. I'm very excited about this book. We've got 8 different patterns in it, and I think all of them are really strong. A new book, can we pre-order? We do not do pre-orders, but it will be up on Tuesday. So make sure you hop on over there and get it as fast as you want to. Ooh, Marlene, I've never made a quilt, but I want to try this summer. Yes, Marlene, do it. I'm still new to quilting. I've only been quilting for about 4 years now. And now I quilt. I've done over 30 quilts, I believe, at this point. And it's very fun. I really enjoy doing it. It's very therapeutic. But don't be too hard on yourself for your first quilt, okay? Just have fun, okay? And it's going to turn out great. A really good pattern to start off with is So Quick, because it is so quick. It's very easy, pretty straightforward to follow as well. So that's a good one to try for your first one. Marcia says she loves our books and ready for a new one. Ooh, and hello from Japan. Hello, welcome. And then we've so many comments coming in. Challenges like same fabric. One person gets big block, another has square triangle requirements. Yes, maybe 2 of the same fabrics given, but everybody gets a different 3rd fabric. I really like this idea that we have requirements for the pattern. You have to use something that has this. That's interesting. A challenge for different borders. Okay. Do you guys use a lot of border prints in your quilts? Just curious. Hi, Andrea. Hannah, Fran, and Donna make a quilt after 2 beers. I would just fall asleep on my quilt. I get so sleepy. Janet says, Hannah, that is a lot of quilts. I think 3-year quilts make things go so much faster. Agreed. Yes. There are some that take a little bit longer when you're doing lots of more intricate piecing, but there are some that surprise even me when I do them. No, I can't even think of the name of the pattern right now. I'm so good at remembering patterns and what books they're from. The one I made for the scrap challenge went together surprisingly fast. It'll come to me later, and I'm going to be kicking myself for not remembering it right now. Becky, I just ordered the strip quilt pattern. Looks like I could use it for ombre or gradient. Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. And then, been watching since before you made your first quilt. Love seeing your progress. Ah, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it.
Garland. You made garland.
Oh, garland. Thank you. Yes. Was that you? You remembered that?
No, I looked it up.
You looked up. Justin's keeping me straight. He figured out what I did. How did I start quilting? I actually started quilting here. I made my first quilts.
I'll pull up the video that we have because we have the playlist.
Oh, okay. Justin's going to pull up, we have a video of me actually making my first 2 quilts. We have 2 different series. And I made my first quilt because I wanted to make my sister a quilt. I'd been working here for about a year, and I was interested in giving it a try. So we thought, well, this is fun. Let's teach me how to quilt on a video. So I did like a practice quilt before I made my sister's. So Quick was my very first one, and it was a lot of fun. It was really easy to do that pattern. So I definitely always suggest that for someone new. But we have a lot of patterns that are very beginner friendly. So you can do lots of different things. But that is how I came to be a quilter. Love border prints and quilts. It makes me feel like I did a lot more work than I did, says Ruth, which I always love. I love when it can look much fancier. That's kind of why I like ombre fabrics too, because it makes it look like he used all these different pieces. Laura suggests a challenge where you pick fabrics from your stash for Fran and she picks fabric for you. I got a lot of funny fabrics in my stash. That's a fun idea. I could stump her and see. Emily says, I absolutely loved your learning to quilt videos. They were so helpful and informative as a beginner quilter. Oh, that is so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. That is exactly what we want them to be. Oh, and thank you, Purple Magic. The set redesign is fabulous. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're getting a little more organized and things, making it more useful for the videos. I'm just going to cough through the whole video, apparently. I'm so sorry. An ombre challenge. That would be fun. Haven't used a border print. Not entirely sure how to go about it. You know, Janet, I'm not either. This is actually something we've been talking about lately, and I'm very interested. I want to try my hand at playing with some border prints and see how it works, you know, and get a little more familiar with it because I've never done it before. Jennifer says, challenge to add a 4th accent fabric to a 3-yard quilt. Yes, I like that. Do you think Bobble's pattern looks like a baby rattle for pink baby girl quilt? I think it could, definitely. I say go for it, Gwen. I think you can definitely make it look like that. Especially if you yeah, I was gonna say if you flip like the quilt around so that it's like sticking up the different directions, so like the bobble part is at the top. But it could be whatever. You could turn them around. You could have some going like facing downward, and you could have some facing upwards. You could put little bow appliques on them. You could do lots of stuff. I think you could definitely make this look like baby rattles. You could also do lollipops. I've seen lollipops being done before, which I think is super cute. Lots of options. But I love that. I've never thought about that for it before. Challenge idea, pick the pattern and focus fabric for the other person. And then they have to fill in the rest of it. That's fun. Another challenge could be to cut up a panel into small blocks. Ooh, that's interesting. Will it be available as a downloadable purchase? The new book? Yes. So this is an awesome option for any international who don't want to pay shipping and whatnot. The book will be available as a downloadable. Sorry, you have to listen to me drink my water. Bonnie says that she thinks baubles looks more like a baby rattle than Christmas ornaments. I don't know why I'm coughing so much tonight, you guys. I'm so sorry. I guess I haven't been talking very much. I've been at my desk, and so now I'm talking too much, and my body's like, what are you doing? Love the showstopper quilts. They are like a sampler. Yes. They are math challenge for me. Yes. But because we have the handout on our free goodies, We do the math for you so that you don't have to. You can make the blocks like normal from the books and then just do it. Show the back. I don't know if I'm allowed to show the back of a book. I'm gonna do it really fast, okay? Are you ready? We're gonna do it for 5 seconds. Okay, that's the back of the book. But it will be out Tuesday. So we have 8 beautiful patterns. They're wonderful. I've actually made one of the patterns from this book already, and I had a great time. The showstopper quilts are great. Oh, Maureen, Texas pollen. Very likely, especially because it was so rainy today. It is just stirring up all of the pollen and everything like that. I bet you're right. Purple magic. I lost my voice a couple days ago. Don't lose yours. It starts with coughing for me. Yeah, I don't think I will lose it because nothing else is going on. It's just a little tickle. So I think it'll be okay. But maybe I should drink some tea when I go home to make sure that it doesn't happen. Because, yeah, don't want to lose your voice. One time I lost mine entirely. Like, I could not talk at all. And it was terrible. What's on the back of the quilt behind you? We actually don't have a backing on it right now. It hasn't been quilted yet, but it is going to be purple. We do have the backing prepped to have it sent to our long arms. It's just a nice purple textural kind of linen texture. So it's actually on our website. It's the same fabric that we suggest as backing fabric. So it's our purple version. And this is the Charisma pattern. So from our new book, Big Block. I've been typing only for over a day now. It's awful. That is awful. I hope that you get your voice back and that you get it back quickly, because that is frustrating. Hi, Nancy. Any plans for future applique quilt patterns? It is something we've been kind of percolating on because I know you guys you've talked about applique patterns before. So it's in the mind. We're thinking, looking at different things for the next couple years. Oh, Annie is in South Australia. Oh, keep up the great videos. Thank you so much. Yes, we're so glad to have you here. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. And I am excited about this new book too because are the new patterns the same size as the regular ones? Yes. Yeah, they are roughly the same. Martha, someone get Hannah a cough drop. Thank you. I appreciate looking out for me. I appreciate that. Cats and dogs from Kids Book Applique. Yes, we do have in the Quilts for Kids book, and this pattern is also available as an individual. We have a pattern, Perfect Pets, and there's applique instructions for both a cat version and a dog version. We also, on our free goodies, have a pattern that is free, that for everyone, forever, and it is called Awareness, and it has the applique instructions for awareness ribbons. And so you can do it in whatever color you want for whatever cause you're making them for. So we do have a few, but maybe a gnome applique. If I want to make a gnome block, maybe that's what I need to do instead. I don't know. I don't have very much experience with applique. What kind of things do you guys like to applique? I'd love to know. And we also, I totally forgot, we have one more applique thing too. In our free goodies, we have instructions for a floral applique that Fran made. So there's a few options, a few things you can do, which is fun. So these patterns, one of the best things about them is because the blocks are so big, it will make your piecing go way faster, which is awesome. It makes your cutting time go down really a lot as well, which is really great. And I'm always a big fan of minimizing your amount of cutting as well. I don't mind doing all the cutting, but when you can get it done really fast, you feel so accomplished. And it lets you get to the even better part of assembling your quilt. April says, I've spent the day cutting and prepping. Just cut out all the fabrics to make 10 3-yard quilts. What 3-yard quilts are you making? Are you making them for are these gifts? Charity? Fun? That's amazing. I don't know if I'd have the patience to cut out 10 at a time, but maybe I would. It would feel really, really satisfying to have all of those done. How do you organize yours? Are you still working on t-shirts for Fabric Café? Yeah, we're still talking about it. You know, things are slow when you in business. You know, you have to like figure it out how it's all going to work. But we are still thinking about it. Yes. Sue says that she's only done one applique. Sunflowers on a welcome banner for her mother's door in her assisted living apartment. Oh, that is so sweet. And I'm sure that was so encouraging for her as well. And just to know that you were thinking about her, which is really sweet. Oh, Bonnie, you do a lot of applique. That's awesome. They are not fast because every block is different. Yeah, but sometimes those projects are fun too. You know, I enjoy, right now I've kind of been working on some quilts that I can crank out really fast, and I'll have other quilts that take a little bit more time that I'm slowly doing. You know, like I'll do a block at a time here and there and work on it. So I think projects like that are fun as well. Hannah, feature Ashford Square quilt pattern using Halloween fabrics and autumn fabrics. Ooh, I mean, you never have to ask me twice to do Halloween. I have so much Halloween fabric that I need to do stuff with. Purple Magic has wanted to do a personal challenge where she buys 3 bolts of fabric and make all of the patterns in one book. Oh, I love that idea. That's so fun, just to see how different they can be. A pivot option on your machine when you do applique. Okay, Donna, all right. Karen says, ugh, applique is so hard. Honestly, Karen, I think I'm probably in the same boat. I'm not sure applique is my cup of tea either. I love the way it looks. I love when other people do it and I can enjoy it, but I'm not entirely sure if it's for me. Peggy learned how to applique by making things out of felt. Oh, and that was 38 years ago. Wow, you're a pro. That's awesome. Brenda likes a mix. She likes a pieced quilt top with applique on top. Yes, I do think that looks very nice. Very pretty. And it's also like, it's like a textural thing too. You kind of run your hands over it and it just like feels fun. Fran, can I get the and not Fran, a member, thank you so much. Can I get the pattern for the quilt in the background? This is Charisma from our new book, Big Block 3-Yard Quilts. And this is coming out on Tuesday. So be sure to be here. Oh, Bonnie, I made one during the shutdown and it was great for my mental health. And by the time stuff opened up, I was done. That's great. Yes, I think that is awesome. I definitely find myself quilting more when I'm struggling with something or I'm overwhelmed and I'm stressed out. It helps me just kind of detox from whatever's going on and just so. It's very therapeutic. Oh, my earrings are so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I actually got them from someone here. It was either Donna or Fran. I can't remember. Marty says not interested in applique either. Yeah, and you know, that's okay. There'll be some of us who aren't, and there'll be some of us who are. And I appreciate all the people who are, because then I can look at the beautiful art you make. Appreciate when you show others quilts on your videos. Plan to make Irish Christmas with different colors as shown recently on a video. Yes, Anita. Oh, yes. And I believe that was Marion who made it. Marion, if you're here, let us know. I agree. That was just stunning. You guys send us some of the most amazing quilt photos. In fact, I just made a quilt based on one of the quilts that you all sent in because I loved it so much, I wanted to recreate it. So thank you for all of it. Marcia, I just finished my first applique and have no desire to do another one. That's pretty funny. Marlene says she's a piecer too. So what I'm thinking is, us piecers need to get with the appliqueurs. We'll piece the tops and then let them do the applique for us, right? You know, work together.
Sounds like a challenge video.
Jake says sound like a challenge video. Fran will do the applique.
You wanna, for anybody just joining, you wanna recap it and run the video again?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm going to answer a question, and then Deb asked what the beautiful quote behind me was. This is Charisma. And then the Margarita Diva, will single patterns be available for the 5-yard quilt book? We do have some alternate 5-yard patterns. At this point, the ones that are in the book, we're just planning to keep them in the book. But so anyone who is just getting here, we have a fun little video from Donna and Fran. We're going to go ahead and play that again real fast so that we've had a lot of new people come in. So we'll go ahead and play that, and we'll let me drink some water while that plays so I can stop coughing.
Hi everyone, it's Donna and Fran. We are so sorry we couldn't be there for the live today, but we just had to pop in and share how excited we are for our new book, Big Block 3-Yard Quilts. This book has 8 fantastic new designs with big blocks that range from 9 to 13 inches. So you're going to be able to really show off that beautiful fabric that you can't bear to cut up. Plus, since the blocks are so big, it makes all of the other piecing really fast and easy. We still have the enlargements that you love. Plus, we have added a fun little treat in the cutting instructions. We have noted whether a fabric position can use directional fabric. Next to the fabric position, it will have a little note that says directional friendly. That's going to make picking a pattern for your fabric so simple. This book releases next week on Tuesday, May 13th. This was a really fun book to design, and we can't wait for you to see the brand new quilts. Happy quilting!
All right, so that hopefully anyone who hadn't seen it before, they were excited. We're very excited about our brand new book, Big Block 3-Yard Quilts. These quilts are very fast because you have a very large block, perfect for showing off really large fabrics. This book drops on Tuesday, so be sure to subscribe and come on back here so that you can see all 8 quilts from this book. Marlene says she used 5-yard patterns with 10-inch squares for a challenge. Turned out beautifully. Oh, that sounds fun. That's awesome. So we have a lot of applique people in here. Actually, it's kind of funny. It feels like it's sort of like split down the middle. We've got some who really like it and some who really don't like it. But I think that's fun. You know, that's the great thing about quilting and creative things like this. Everyone gets to do, you know, whatever their interests are, which is really exciting. So excited to start my season of quilting. I enjoy your patterns and the simplicity of the 3-yard quilts. Latricia, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're starting your season of quilting. That's so exciting. That's awesome. And then, Fran, you upgraded to Friendship Stars. Woohoo! Welcome. We're so glad. I love it. All right, so we're actually going to kind of like finish things out for the day. Thank you so much for everyone being here. I got a lot of really great challenge ideas from you all, which I'm excited about. We definitely want to make more. It seems like everyone enjoyed it. So we want to bring more content that you guys really like. So be sure to leave us comments about what you enjoy seeing, what you want to see more of. We do go back and look at those. I read a lot of your comments, and so I like hearing feedback from all of you about what you want to see, because you're who we're here for. So thank you all so much, and I'm so happy to have spent all this time with you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know it was a little bit different today, but it was a lot of fun. So happy quilting and have a wonderful week.